Hey Aquarius, this is the second half of your January 2017 tarot reading. Um, Sun, Moon, Rising. All messages are general, not everything will apply. Thank you guys so much for supporting my last video. I appreciate all the positive comments. I haven't responded to everything, but best believe I read everything, and I really appreciate it. I was kind of nervous doing those videos, but I guess I've settled into a groove. Let's get started. Pretty sure I'm not missing anything. So, the outcome of your last reading was the Temperance card. And I saw that you guys were really in the midst of a heavy situation, most of you. A situation that you felt like was probably unjust to you, or that was harder than it needed to be. Because I really felt like you were at a crossroads with somebody else, or you in a certain situation. But the messages I was getting while shuffling was that, you guys want to really move away. You guys want to get to the other side of this. I don't know, I just see like verbal sort of you and somebody else. That was, really what I was getting in that last reading. Or just you in like a job situation. You and something else was like really just, it was all falling apart. Or it's coming to a head. Or coming to an end. And what I was getting in the sense is that you guys are ready to move forward. There's still work to do, of course. But I think you guys are going to be ready to put in the work in order to move past that. Temperance, when it shows up, shows us trying to balance I might have mentioned this in the last video, trying to balance our emotions with our fiery passion. This card is Sagittarius. Literally, the angel is trying to find a perfect alchemical balance, or something like that, between fire and water. And that was what you guys were trying to do, or that situation would hope you guys, or that's how you guys would hope you could grow into going through that situation. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Swords. So I still feel for a lot of you, there's that pain is still here. That pain is still here, but I'll go through all the cards because I'm actually seeing pretty decent cards there. A lot of pentacles, so maybe this is like job or family related. At the desired outcome, sort of crowning your reading, we have the Seven of Pentacles. The actions, thoughts, things around you that are really influencing how you hope to achieve this outcome, or how you hope to get through this situation. We have the Knight of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. You guys within this situation, you at the heart of this reading, we have the Nine of Cups. Beautiful card. And you're surrounded by the Two of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. Your foundation, things that you know to be true, things that are impacting how you are moving through this situation. We have the Lovers reversed and the Eight of Pentacles. And at the very core of you, we have Strength. Major Arcana. So yeah, I'm seeing actually a really positive reading here, despite whatever's happened, whatever has ended. Three of Swords is a very interesting card. It's a card, everybody has to face heartbreak sooner or later. And that card isn't about the actual heartbreak itself, but it's how we are able to rebuild and reconstruct ourselves during that heartbreak. In order to do that, we have to feel all of the feels, go through all of the pain, all of the sorrow, but we also have to realize that, what has happened hasn't killed us. It might have maimed us, but it's not something that, again, has killed us. So I feel like for a lot of you, especially with this and with the Lovers reverse, there has been, I'm not really seeing an ending. I'm seeing severe disappointment. I'm seeing the possibility of a split between you and a loved one, like a significant other, somebody you're married or dating. And if you are married to this person, I think that things, see, I don't want to say things are going to turn out great because, divorces aren't easy. But, not even that I'm really seeing a divorce, but I'm seeing probably a minor separation. Not a minor separation, but a separation. You two probably going your own ways. At least in the hopes that you can reconnect later and be able to make something new from what was lost. Because ultimately, I do see heartbreak. But I think that's more so affecting how you're moving forward. Because again, you at the core of you, we have the strength cards. So you guys aren't backing down. You're not backing down without a fight. And then, of course, in the center, we have the Nine of Cups, which is a beautiful card. You guys, some of you might just be feeling emotionally abundant. Maybe that's come from a decision that you've had to make regarding this love situation. Maybe you are seeing it in a different perspective, or you're allowing yourself to approach it in a different way, you and your partner. And maybe both of you are trying to work it out and achieve this sort of balance that comes with that. Because ultimately, I'm getting the sense that a lot of you are really working hard on this, or that you're working, you're really trying to move past this. Maybe for some of you, you're totally ignoring the heartache that you feel. If you did leave somebody, or if somebody left you, you're just like, okay, well, screw that. I'm going to continue to do my own thing. And I'm holding on to what I have. The Four of Pentacles, it's having pride and courage in the face of uncertain circumstances. So not only is like it being miserly, but it's also just like really holding on and valuing what you have. So I'm getting the sense that for some of you, even if you did have to let somebody go or somebody let you go, for some reason I see you guys as seeing it as like a practical thing. Like, okay, we probably weren't in love to begin with. That wasn't a holy union like I thought it was. The entire chemistry wasn't there. Something about everything was off. And I see you really powering through that. You have the Knight of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. So a lot of you are wanting more. You're wanting to move up and acquire more in terms of, maybe material wealth, maybe an overall happiness. You want to be in a place to where you won't have to be dependent on somebody else that came into your past, or that was in your past, that's causing this heartbreak. Because I feel like you have a fount of happiness and joy within you regardless. And maybe you aren't able to see that. Maybe it's hard for you to step outside of yourself to be appreciative of what you have. The Seven of Pentacles, this is all sevens in tarot. They are, or in numerology, whatever. They're all about, you're trying to reach past the limit. It's trying to move past a certain point so you can break through to the other side. And so with the Seven of Pentacles, that's more or less like you probably feel like you're just working to no gain, whether it's in a relationship or whether it's actual work. I can see this as like a family. if this is a family, sorry, but if this is a family, I feel like things are probably there's probably a huge dispute that happened or a huge argument or something that sort of like kind of threw everything for a tizzy. And I think it's like a significant thing, like you and like your father or your mother, anybody really. But but I see you guys really making that work and bringing it together. You know, it's not going to happen overnight, of course. But I really see in all of these cards, there's a whatever you're trying to make work, whatever you're trying to make happen, you're doing it. You might be a little impatient about it. For some of you, you really want to move past this heartbreak, move past this heartache, or you might want to go, you know, hurry up and offer your love to somebody else or have somebody offer their love to you as a means to remedy the situation. You know, even if you do that, I don't really see that as a bad thing because at the end of the day, you're mainly focused on yourself. And that whatever love you do find isn't probably going to last that long. Because again, I see you guys, you have a lot of opportunity to dive really within yourself and to discover what true happiness you have within you. What opportunities are available to you and how and what skills you have that are going to be able to really put you in a place to where you're going to feel comfortable using those skills, using that inner drive and that courage within you in order to reach the next step in terms of where you want to be financially or where you want to be in terms of your family or your love life. And with all these pentacles here, I see you guys as really having the desire to put in the work. But again, it's not going to come overnight, and it's going to take a little bit more push within you to get that out. And I really see that with strength, the strength card here, which also represents, you know, sexuality, lust. So for a lot of you, you're ready to either remedy this heartbreak. You might rush back to the person that hurt your heart, or you might jump into another relationship, but this time you wanted to make it last, or at least that's what you're looking for. You're looking for stability. And if that's the case, I see a lot of you is really being very passionate and dogged in this, and really going for it, and not letting up until that happens. If this is a work situation, I see nothing but good news. Some of you might even want to like find an extra way to make money, like on the side. And I see that a lot of you have a skill that you can use in order to get money on the side. Some of that's very practical. Some of that you have a lot of knowledge and skill with. I don't know if I said skill already, but yeah, because I really see with a lot of you, you're trying to just maintain what you have. And you don't want to upset that balance because something has thrown you off course. But I really see you guys just navigating through that quite fine. Some of you, if you do get a love offer again, you won't even really entertain it. Some of you might just be closed off to love right now because you just want some alone time with yourself in order to focus on what you have now and how to make that better and how to maintain it. So if you guys do feel like you're at a point where you might feel hopeless or that you might feel lost or that you aren't sure about where to go next or in terms of, you know, what's the next step to take, I think it's best to just ask your inner heart, your inner desire, what it wants to do. Because again, with all these pentacles here, you could just feel stuck because it's very fixed energy. It's just earth energy. So a lot of you just might feel like you're probably miring in this heartbreak. But you don't want to be there because you probably feel like there's something else. There's something else that I haven't achieved, or there's something else I can do to really get myself out of this. And you're weighing your options. But with this Nine of Cups, whatever you want, whatever you feel like you can offer, the nines, with this Nine of Cups and this Nine of Pentacles, the best nines in all of the main decks, or the main suits, excuse me, they're really good cards. And also, with the nines, it asks for us to use our abundance, use that natural natural store of, whether it's joy or financial abundance, to really push that into something else, so we can get that back even, more so from the universe, to give our abundance out so we can reap it in. So, don't be miserly with this Nine of Cups. Don't hog your joy or whatever happiness you feel within you. Don't just trap that within you. Don't be greedy with it. And don't be greedy with your ambitions either. I do get the sense that if you guys just stretch out beyond your comfort zone, use your skills, use your, whatever abilities, whatever connections or means that you have to, connect with other people, or if you have something that you really want to sell or something that you really want to just put out into the world, do that. And don't be in despair, or don't second guess yourself because of it. Don't think that, the timing isn't right, or that whatever is happening isn't supposed to happen. Because a lot of you, with this Lovers in reverse, it's like, okay, if this is somebody else, they're not willing to meet you halfway, or there's a certain situation that you feel like you have to give more than what you expect to receive, or that it's a choice. It's a fundamental choice that you feel like you just can't make, because with this Two of Pentacles, you're just weighing your options, and the Two of Pentacles can easily be overthinking, because you can't plan out everything. Things just sort of happen. Nine, is like kind of a lucky number, especially with this Nine of Cups. It rules Sagittarius. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. Signs and planet of luck. So just go for your gut. I really think you should go for your gut. And whatever you go for, we have the 8 here in strength with this 8 of Pentacles. So I see it as being very karmic, that there's an inner truth, and there's an inner knowing, and there's an inner sort of primal desire within you to expand some sort of avenue in your life, whether it's creativity, or whether it's financial, or your family. You might want to have another baby. Or some of you just might feel like you're in a place you want to get married, or you want to buy a house, or you want to establish something, or you want to establish more than what you have. But it's going to take time, again, because of the Three of Swords. Don't rob yourself of the happiness that you deserved because of whatever happened in that last reading, which of course ended with the Temperance card, which again talks about us balancing our, our emotions with our desire. And with the Three of Swords, it's all mental. You can feel heartbreak, but after a while, it really does become a mental thing, where you're regurgitating, chewing over and over and over again incidences in the past, trying to make it make sense. But not everything is supposed to make sense. And you don't want to stay there too long, because you might rob yourself of any sort of potential opportunities and happiness that you have that might be coming for you. So I'm going to pull one more card. Balance, Aquarius. Try to be balanced, but also push yourself to every day. Just try to feel a little bit better about yourself, or a little bit better about your situation, so you'll be able to come out of it. And the card that flew out was the King of Swords. So you guys being an air sign, King of Swords represents an air sign. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. If this isn't you, this is somebody else you're dealing with, somebody that's really going to be able to help you cut through this. An older figure, a gender doesn't matter. An older figure, somebody they can really turn to that's going to be able to give you sound, rational, no-nonsense advice. And they might say it in a way that's probably a little bit harsh, or some sort of way that you might be offended by, but they're telling you nothing but the truth. Or this is going to have to be you in order to really cut through this heartbreak, cut through this decision that didn't work. This Lovers in reverse, it really reminds me of like the Justice card that was in your last reading. Just an absolute truth that either something works or doesn't work. Something that was meant to be or wasn't meant to be, essentially. So you're going to need that clarity. You're going to need that clarity in order to deal with this heartbreak or to deal with this very disappointing situation. And in order to really make a decision as to where you want to go next. I'm not saying it's a bad thing to be comfortable. Like if you do get in a place where, because some of you you're probably not even affected by heartbreak. You're probably just really comfortable in your life right now. But I feel like you can offer more. You can offer more. Or you yourself, you deserve more. So in order to get more, you give more. Okay. Thank you so much for watching, Aquarius. Thank you. Thank you guys again for your positive feedback, support. If you have any critiques or comments about my reading or whatever, I'm trying to get better at these. I haven't been doing these for that long. But I'm really curious to get better and in order to improve my skills. So thank you guys so much. Bye.